MEA has invited foreign diplomats to check the elections here.
I don't know why foreigners should be asked to check elections. When foreigners, foreign governments comment, then Government of India says this is an internal matter for India. Now suddenly they want foreign observers to come and look at our elections. These are an internal matter for us. We don't need their certificate. And also this participation is not because of Government of India. It's in spite of everything Government of India did. They have humiliated people, they have used all the machinery of the government to detain and harass people. In spite of that, people are coming and participating in elections. So this is not something Government of India should be highlighting. But anyway, that's the way they are.
So today is a very important day for you as you're fighting from both.
All election days are important. It's not about me. It's about the party as a whole. Therefore, first phase was as important. Third phase will be as important. Yes, I've got a personal stake in this. But for the party, all three phases are important.
You are going to participate in 2 constituencies here. How much you are confident you will get a positive results for both constituencies? Yeah.
उम्मीद पे दुनिया कायम है. I'm quietly hopeful. The rest is first in the hands of the Almighty and then in the hands of the voters. So let's see.
Mahbooba Mufti, according to her, that bogus voting in Ganderbal area. And she also, because Mahdi wrote a letter to Election Commission India to investigate.
Please investigate. I can't help it if their candidates have not been able to sort of make the impact that they had expected. It's not my fault that people have withdrawn from the election campaign in my favor. PDP was very happy to be the recipient of Apni Party's support in Budgam until Mahideen Muntazir Sahab went against his party and announced his support for me personally. After that, PDP got upset and then started attacking us and the Apni Party. PDP has clearly seen the writing on the wall. Forget about Budgam and Ganderbal. They'll be lucky to win even in Bijbihara. So I don't want to say much about it.
Rahul Gandhi is also coming today here.
Badi achhi baat hai na, good. I hope that after Rahul is done campaigning in 1 or 2 seats in Kashmir, he focuses in Jammu. Ultimately, what the Congress does in Kashmir is not that important. What the Congress does in Jammu is important. And unfortunately, Congress hasn't done as much in the plains of Jammu as we would expect them to do. The lion's share of the seats that the alliance gave in Jammu was to the Congress party. Yet the Congress's campaign in Jammu is yet to begin, and there are only 5 days of campaigning. So I hope that after Rahul is done campaigning on this 1 seat in the valley, the Congress focuses all its attention in the plains of Jammu.
What about the overall Jammu and Kashmir political situation? BJP claims that the government is dependent upon the Jammu.
Government is dependent on?
Whosoever will be.
अब अभी government बनी नहीं ना अब 8 अक्टूबर के बाद government बनने दीजिए फिर बात करेंगे.
Thank you.
Okay.
चलो.
Okay.
All right, viewers, we heard Omar Abdullah speaking there. One of the key candidates in the phase 2 of the Jammu and Kashmir polls, speaking on the elections. I want to go across to our reporters who are joining us live right now. We have Gursimran, we have Zeenat and Aravat joining us live. Let's go straight across to my colleague Gursimran first. Gursimran, you know, this has been a very important phase because there are a lot of key candidates. We just saw a short while back that Omar Abdullah was speaking. If you could take our viewers through what the key candidates are saying. We are also seeing many allegations come out in the front. We saw there was some kind of drama which happened in Nowshera a short while back. Please take us through the latest details.
See, right now we are in the Langar area of Nowshera where the polling is underway and the smooth polling is underway. Though there have been allegations by the National Conference candidate that at the 2 polling stations there have been slow polling that is taking place. But now the people have turned out in the large numbers, and as we continue to show you the visuals, the security, adequate security arrangements have been put in place. We have seen time and again that the people, they are turning out in the large numbers to cast their votes. Here also in the border area of the Nowshera, the people, the women are also turning up since early morning, and we will try to speak to the youth as well, what they have to say, what are their issues that they are going to vote for. मुझे ये बात सर आपसे जानना चाहूँगा, किन इश्यूज को लेकर आप वोट करें? पार्टी का नाम नहीं, इश्यूज क्या हैं?
इश्यूज है यही है कि मतलब रोजगार मिलना चाहिए लोगों को, जो महंगाई में कंट्रोल होना चाहिए, हर चीज़ में मतलब हर एक चीज़ मतलब जो है पेंडिंग है, जो नहीं हो पा रही है।
बेसिक इश्यूज पे वोट करेंगे?
बेसिक यही है, बेरोजगारी ये होना चाहिए, जो नए युवा उनको नौकरी वगैरह सब कुछ मिले।
अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड राइजिंग इन्फ्लेशन कंटिन्यूज टू बी इशू। सर आपसे जानना चाहूँगा, युवाओं के लिए क्या इश्यूज हैं?
सर देखिए, यहाँ पे हमारी पंचायत के इशू हैं वो सॉल्व होने चाहिए, और हमारे जो बेरोजगारी है उस मुद्दे पे बात होनी चाहिए। हमारे जो डेवलपमेंट के काम जो नहीं हो पा रहे हैं उस पे बात होनी चाहिए।
So see, it's the development and also the inflation along with the local issues, that is the panchayat level issues that are prevailing during the polls, and the people, they have lined up since early morning to cast their vote. Even as we speak, you will see that the security deployment has been done to a large level, because this area is a border area and this is very close to the Indo-Pakistan line of control, and that's why you will find the massive deployment of the Sashastra Seema Bal along with the Jammu and Kashmir police in every nook and corner of this place, so that any threat that is being posed by the adversary or any such plot by the adversary, that can be foiled well within the time. If we speak of this seat, this is the hot seat in Jammu and Kashmir, because here none other than the BJP state president, BJP, which claims to that they will be forming the government on their own, their state president is contesting from this very seat, Ravinder Raina, who won this seat in 2014 when the last time the Lok Sabha, the assembly elections were held in Jammu and Kashmir. That tenure was for 6 years, and now as we speak, once again the voting is underway, and his arch rival Surinder Chaudhary is this time, who was earlier from the People's Democratic Party in 2014, has switched the sides, went to BJP in between, now is in the National Conference and is posing a strict challenge to the BJP state chief. Yes.
Yes, Gursimran. Absolutely. We have reporters on the ground. We have Gursimran, we have Arawat, and we have Zeenat, all of them joining us from the ground, getting us a mood. And I just want to go and play this reaction coming in, and then I'll go back to reporters who are in prime locations getting us the top updates.
एक त्यौहार के रूप में पूरे जम्मू कश्मीर में मनाया जा रहा है, और जिस तरीके से लोगों का भरोसा आज डेमोक्रेटिक सेटअप में आ गया है, मैं मानता हूँ ये बहुत ही अच्छी एक पहल है। और आज जब लोग जाएंगे और वोट करेंगे, मुझे उम्मीद है इस बार डेवलपमेंट को वोट देंगे, ना कि किसी सेंटिमेंट को, क्योंकि लोगों को यहाँ डेवलपमेंट चाहिए। इन सेंटिमेंट की वजह से यहाँ इतने हालात ख़राब हुए, और आज जिस तरीके से वोटिंग लोग जोग दर जोग जा रहे हैं, मुझे उम्मीद है इस बार तमाम रिकॉर्ड्स इस बार टूट जाएंगे और डेमोक्रेसी की विजय होगी, और अच्छे लोग जीत के आएंगे और नए लोग जीत के आएंगे।
All right, let's go back to my colleagues joining us. We have Zeenat and we have Arawat. Let's go to Zeenat. Zeenat, if you can hear me, I'm coming to you right now, and you're in Srinagar. If you could take our viewers through what is happening around you. We know that when many central areas are going to polls, it's going to be very important given the fact that Srinagar has been a huge point of activity. In fact, let's go to Lal Chowk first. Let's go to Lal Chowk in the heart of Srinagar. Arawat, if you can hear me, Lal Chowk, you know, a very important place, a new constituency, a young constituency. Take us through what is happening where you are.
Yeah, absolutely. We are here at the Lal Chowk. This is the heart of the Srinagar city, and you can see here, which was my VJ is showing you, there are the security personnel standing here. And we have seen from yesterday all the officers from the Jammu and Kashmir police and other sister concerned security agencies are on alert, and you have seen the arrangements are all done. And after some time, we have been told by the Apni party leaders that the Sayyid Mahmood Altaf Bukhari will arrive here at this location to cast his vote. We'll go through this constituency, which is here we are standing at the heart of the Srinagar, which is the Lal Chowk. We have seen the candidates from BJP, Engineer Ejaz, and along with the Jammu Kashmir National Conference's candidate, that the Ahsan Pardesi is in neck-to-neck competition here, as we have seen that all the security arrangements have also been done, and everything is being monitored. All the locations, all the streets which leads to election booths are being monitored by the CCTV surveillance. From yesterday, we have seen that around the clock, we have seen the Jammu and Kashmir police officials and other district administration officials are monitoring the things on ground very closely. As we have seen from the various locations, this Lal Chowk has remained the hub of the violence and the other anti-national activities, but things have changed on the ground. We have seen that the people who used to be the part of the violence have now changed their shift focus to development of the Kashmir. As we have seen that the Prime Minister's Naya Kashmir, we have seen various projects here after the abrogation of Article 370, various projects under the Smart City Srinagar, and we have seen it indicates that the people of Kashmir have chosen now ballot box earlier, who will choose the guns and the violence stones, but we have seen now the people of Kashmir are coming up to cast their vote for the betterment and the development of the Naya Kashmir. Yeah, back to your studios.
All right. Yes, Arnab. Let's go to Zeenat now. In fact, before we go to Zeenat, we have some reactions coming in. Let's go to those reactions coming in from the ground as key candidates are contesting, and then we'll go back to our colleague Zeenat in Srinagar.
ये क्या हो रहा है आप बताइए।
ये देखिए जहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी जो लगी है, इनका इंचार्ज है मिस्टर विकास ढिल्लन के, क्या नाम है, देखना नाम क्या है इसका, है विकास दमन है, ये ऐसा ही है। और इनकी जो एसएसपी का काम थोड़ा है कि यहाँ पे आई कार्ड चेक करना, आई कार्ड तो हमने चेक करना। वो पहली बात है अगर लोगों के पास आई कार्ड नहीं है तो ये कसूर किसका है, बीएलओ का, आपके उसका स्टाफ का, आरओ की गलती है। लोगों को इन्फॉर्म करना चाहिए था, आपने अवेयर क्यों नहीं किया लोगों को। ये इतनी लगे, देखो लेडीज खड़ी हैं, जेंट्स खड़े हैं, लाइनों में खड़े हैं, गर्मी में खड़े हैं, ना तो टेंट लगाया इनके लिए। टेंट किसने लगाया, इलेक्शन कमीशन लगाया। इतना पैसा आता है किस लिए आता है, ना कोई टेंट लगाया ना कुछ लगाया। और यहाँ पे आप लोगों को कह रहे हो जी आई कार्ड देखो, वहाँ से मशीनें स्लो हैं। ये तो धांधली, शरेआम धांधली है।
तो आप स्लो पोलिंग की बात कह रहे हैं।
मैं वही तो कह रहा हूँ कि देखिए हर जगह लोगों अंदर लोगों को नहीं जाने दिया जा रहा है, जान के डिले किया जा रहा है। उसके साथ साथ वहाँ पे पोलिंग जो है वो मशीनें जो स्लो की हुई हैं ताकि लोग कम पोलिंग हो। तो ये तो मजाक बन गया।
आपने इलेक्शन कमीशन से बात की?
मैं अभी करता हूँ, लेकिन ये यहाँ पे देखिए ना, ये मेरा खुद का पोलिंग जहाँ मेरा
रिटर्निंग ऑफिसर से आपकी बात?
हाँ, आरओ से मेरी बात हुई है। आरओ को मैंने बोला है, मैंने कहा ये क्या हो रहा है, मजाक बन रहा है, ये क्यों यहाँ पे लोगों को तंग। और आरओ ने खुद कहा कि कोई आई कार्ड की प्रूफ की जरूरत नहीं है, वहाँ फोटो लगे हुए हैं। आपने फोटो किस लिए लगाए हुए वोटिंग लिस्ट पे, वोटिंग को मैच करिए, उसके बाद आप आई कार्ड की जरूरत ही नहीं है।
इलेक्शंस की बात करें, सेकंड कैंडिडेट जो है आपके अगेंस्ट वो बीजेपी स्टेट चीफ हैं, कितने होपफुल हैं?
सर बीजेपी अगर वो जीतने वाला होता तो ये हथकंडे ना अपनाते ना। इसका मतलब बीजेपी हारी हुई है नौशहरा के अंदर। अब वो अपने हारे हुए कैंडिडेट को जिताना चाहते हैं। जिस कैंडिडेट ने 10 साल यहाँ शक्ल नहीं दिखाई, लोग उसके खिलाफ हैं, और यहाँ ये एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन पूरी मिलकर, सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस मिलकर उसको जिताना चाहते हैं। ये कौन सी डेमोक्रेसी है, ये कौन से इलेक्शनों की आप बात कर रहे हो।
All right, let's go to Zeenat now from Srinagar. Zeenat, I'm coming across to you right now. What is happening where you are? 61% turnout in the first phase of elections. What are the numbers looking like as voters are lining up to cast their ballot?
See, right now we are reporting from a polling station where Omar Abdullah along with the family members will be arriving to cast his vote. We are reporting from the Sonwar constituency, and the polling here began at 7 in the morning, and we are seeing the voters making their move towards the polling stations. This election is going to be very interesting and very important for all the political parties, traditional parties in Jammu and Kashmir, who have been targeting centre for a long time, that they have been disempowered. The people have been disempowered. The government is not of the local government is not there. The people from Delhi, as recently the Rahul Gandhi or even the Farooq Abdullah, Mehbooba Mufti have been telling in their speeches targeting Central that the Jammu and Kashmir is ruled by the Viceroy. But this election will tell that whether the government will be of the alliance partners or people will prefer giving chance to the others. This is interesting. Then we see the National Conference leader, Vice President himself checking his luck and trying to contest from both the seats. How these elections will turn in Omar Abdullah's favor, that time will tell. We are seeing the PDP also training all the guns towards the National Conference to woo voters, to help the PDP to form the government. They pitched that it was PDP rule that helped the people to ease the situation on ground. They removed many quota and other things. They withdrawn some 12,000 FIRs when they were in government. Then we see Altaf Bukhari making the claims that there is the need of development on the ground, for which he is working. He will provide the free electricity, which is again an issue this time for the population in Jammu and Kashmir, and now we are inching towards the winters when the electric crisis will be more. All these tall promises are being made, all the political parties in the Jammu and Kashmir while campaigning all this month to woo the voters. Today is a D-Day for all those candidates who are in fray. As we know that there are some 93 candidates, and out of which 44 are independent candidates. More of the number of the independent candidates on ground is to divide the vote on ground, because it won't be easy for all those leaders who have been maintaining their constituencies for the last two to three term MLAs, because this time we see in the same constituency like Khaniar, which has been the bastion of Ali Muhammad Sagar, who has been contesting from the constituency since 1987 and is known a veteran leader of National Conference. There you see some 6 to 7 independent candidates in fray. From Omar Abdullah, where he is contesting, again 5 to 6 from the Budgam. So it's a day of National Conference, as the political pundits have already predicted. Now needs to see how much vote share they will gain in this phase of elections.
Right. Okay. Zeenat, I'll come back to you in a moment. I just want to go across to my other colleague who's joining us, Gursimran from Navshera. And Gursimran, a very important place where you are, where BJP State Chief Ravindra Raina is contesting, taking on the PDP, the NC, and he was right there where you are. Take us through what he has said and how the BJP's campaign has been before the phase 2 of polls. PM Modi was a star campaigner for the BJP, along with Amit Shah, who had conducted many rallies.
See, when it comes to the BJP's national leadership campaigns, it is, when it compares to any other political party, it was beyond comparison, because the BJP has gone full throttle. But when it comes to the Ravindra Raina himself, Ravindra Raina was the face that the BJP was completely relying upon in 2014, that his aura that he carries along with him, that will be sufficient enough to win him a seat. But this time it is altogether different. His unavailability for the people of the Nashara, he being in Jammu as the state chief of the BJP, this has haunted the BJP a lot. And this is the sole reason that today this seat from where the BJP state president is contesting is witnessing a tough contest. The NC has fielded Surinder Chaudhary. Surinder Chaudhary was the candidate in 2014 as well against Ravindra Raina, but then he was in the People's Democratic Party. From PDP he resigned, he joined the Bharatiya Janata Party. When he saw that he was not being given ticket in the assembly polls, he switched the sides a couple of years ago and joined the National Conference. Now the National Conference gave him a ticket and he is contesting from this constituency. If we speak of the overall scenario of this very constituency, there is a neck-to-neck, complete neck-to-neck fight. While the Ravindra Raina is relying upon the Brahmin votes, Surinder Chaudhary is mostly relying upon the Jat votes. And the other votes here that is very important is the Sikh votes that are here, that are going to be a deciding factor for this constituency. Now, if we speak of the today's voting, the voting percentage is yet to come out for the first phase. If we speak, it will be in the next 12 to 15 minutes. There will be the elections that there will be the first polling percentage that will be coming, and then we will be looking into it, that how things will move out.
Right. All right, let's go to Arawat. Gursimran, Arawat, coming across to you. Arawat in Lal Chowk. Arawat, you know, very special. Lal Chowk is very special. I told our viewers it's one of the young constituencies, but the BJP has redeveloped the major area around the clock tower, the markets via the Smart City project. Very important place where you are. Have voters turned up? If you could talk to them and let us know what they feel as phase 2 of polling has begun a short while back.
Yeah, absolutely. We are here at the Lal Chowk polling station, and you can see here in the visuals, the voters are going inside the polling station. And if my VJ can pan camera to this side, you can see here the visuals in which you can here able to see the voters are going inside the polling station. As we have seen, this is the important seat, which is the Lal Chowk. As we have seen, this Lal Chowk has remained the previous history with the violence, but the things have changed on the ground. Now we have seen various smart city projects here in the Srinagar's Lal Chowk and other adjoining areas, and we have seen that people are coming out from the homes. Earlier it was not that much of the people who were coming out from the homes, but the things have changed now. The people how now coming out from their homes to cast their vote. And we have been told by the party leaders of the Apni party that the Sayyid Muhammad Altaf Bukhari, the richest candidate in the Jammu and Kashmir, it will come here after some time, anytime from now, and the things have been made functional here, and you can see the arrangements, how the security persons are standing here, and everything is being monitored by the CCTV surveillance. And we have seen the flying squads are also working on the ground from the various locations in the Srinagar city as well as from the other adjoining areas. We have seen from yesterday that the polling staff have been arrived at the various locations, including the 6 districts of the Jammu and Kashmir. We have seen that the polling have begun from the 7 a.m. and we have seen that the voters are coming out from in the number. We have seen good numbers in the first phase. Now the second phase have started this morning, and we have seen the people are continuously coming out from their home to cast their vote for the development of their Naya Kashmir. Back to your studios.
All right. Hold on there, Arnab. We're getting some big breaking updates coming in right now, where Omar Abdullah had spoken a short while back, and he has launched a critique, I repeat, a big critique against the Congress, claiming that the party has failed to deliver on its promises for Jammu. Abdullah argues that Congress has not made the expected progress in the region. This is a very big update coming in right now, Republic TV viewers, where we are learning that Omar Abdullah has launched a critique against the Congress. And this is the reason this is very important is because remember that NC and Congress do have an alliance there for this election. I just want to tell our viewers that this is coming in as Omar Abdullah has spoken just a short while back. We showed you that entire reaction of Omar Abdullah, where he was speaking on different issues and surprisingly has critiqued the Congress. Let's go ahead and play out the exact statement of Omar Abdullah.
बड़ी अच्छी बात है ना, good. I hope that after Rahul is done campaigning in 1 or 2 seats in Kashmir, he focuses in Jammu. Ultimately, what the Congress does in Kashmir is not that important. What the Congress does in Jammu is important. And unfortunately, Congress hasn't done as much in the plains of Jammu as we would expect them to do. The lion's share of the seats that the alliance gave in Jammu was to the Congress party. Yet the Congress's campaign in Jammu is yet to begin, and there are only 5 days of campaigning. So I hope that after Rahul is done campaigning on this 1 seat in the valley, the Congress focuses all its attention in the plains of Jammu.
All right, let's go back to my colleague Zeenat joining us live from Srinagar. Zeenat, it's of course it's a very important election for Omar Abdullah. It's a big litmus test for him, but why is he critiquing the Congress? Why is he criticizing the Congress, given the fact that NC and Congress are in an alliance for this election?
Before I answer the question, I'll take you to the BJP leader Khalid Jahangir, who has been a part of BJP PDP government in 2014 when the government was formed. Khalid, now that the Omar Abdullah has made a scathing attack, asking the Congress that they should focus more in Jammu, because what Congress does in Kashmir is not that important, because the majority of the lion's share would come from Jammu. And Omar has said now that since the Rahul is coming today to support, to address the crowd, then we should go back and focus more in the Jammu plains, because where from the alliance will give the share. And only the 5 days of campaigning is left for the last phase of poll. How do you see this?
Well, I think that's their internal assessments between the Congress and National Conference. I don't have much to say about it because Jammu Congress is not too much visible in Kashmir Valley. I think it is the Omar Abdullah's prerogative that how they see their alliance with the Congress. But as far as party is concerned, I think we have a good, strong and historical vote bank in Jammu. I think in Jammu the BJP will get majority of the seats, and so that they can form a stable pro-people government in the UT of JNK.
But how will the BJP form the government when you have not have the candidates at the majority of the seats from the Kashmir Valley?
Well, it doesn't matter. We have seen in the last time also that whenever there's a coalition government, Kashmiri leaders always support the pro-people agenda. So I don't want to make any statements before the results. But as far I have seen on the ground level, as whether it's any regional party in Kashmir, I think they also toe the people's line where we cannot stay away with the national party who's ruling in New Delhi. And for the sake of the people, it is necessary that we don't waste our right for development in our country.
This time we are seeing that the more number of the independent candidates are in fray, which is seen as a game changer by the political parties. Is BJP lying its back on those independent candidates?
Well, I don't think we should see independent candidates as untouchables. I have casted my vote 10 years back when the state was full state and we had a full chief minister. I have seen how people used to shout with us that why are you casting vote? You are subjugating an Indian occupation in the state. You are an Indian agent. I think the credit goes to Prime Minister Modi and the Government of India, and especially the UT administration, how the youngsters are coming to vote, that untouchability is gone. And when then untouchability is gone, it favors all mainstream leaders in Kashmir, whether it's me, whether it's National Conference, whether it's PDP. And nevertheless, we should appreciate that because of the Government of India's policies from last 10 years, even though we don't have assembly elections, but we see young politicians coming in the elections now, whether it's a PDP, we have a young boy fighting election, then National Conference in my area. He is a young man with a great idea. So that change has come, and that change has come within the society. And it's all because the Government of India's policies from last 10 years.
One last question, Khalid, before I let you go. You tell me that we have always seen the Srinagar belt and outside even, we have seen a very less percentage and people would get elected in the previous past. Do you see that number will repeat or the polling percentage will go up?